Well, hello and welcome. Stacy Murphy here. Thank you for joining my channel. So let's talk about quantum leaps. Let's talk about jumping timelines. Let's talk about creating the version of reality that you prefer, or more accurately, deciding that you know that there are many versions already existing and that you can actively choose the one that you prefer and to experience that one today, here and now. That's really what a quantum leap is all about, is looking at what looks like is around you, the physical reality, and acknowledging that it is an illusion, that it is a choice that you made in the past to be this version, and that you can make a new choice to be a different version today, here and now. And one of my favorite teachers is Bashar. And you can look up, Bashar is an amazing, amazing extraterrestrial first contact for preparing people for open contact. And he has given us not only the formula, which is basically a 5-step process for essentially experiencing the reality you want, jumping timelines, but he's also given us these sacred symbols as a way to help us connect new neurons in our head to remap and rewire what we think is possible, the number of potentials that we think is possible, and thereby being able to jump into different versions, the version that we more prefer. And so I wanted to do something unique today for the quantum activation. I've been hosting these quantum activations for a long time now, and usually when I'm channeling through the energies that want to come through, they're a collection. And today, Bashar and the Asasani wanted to come through with these amazing permission slips, we call them. So imagine you are in school and you want to go to the bathroom. You want to go somewhere else, you need a permission slip. And so these are permission slips that allow you to receive more information, receive where you want to go. So we're going to pull a couple cards here. We're going to pull a card that represents where you are now, what is the learning that's available for where you are now. And we're going to pull the card for the version that is calling where you want to go next. And the information and the information that's necessary for you to make that connection for you, that neural pathway connection, and to imagine it, to feel it, most importantly, to feel it in your heart. And that's where the jump really happens. Okay, so this is new. I've never done this before. I was just inspired this morning by these cards to do this. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle them up and just say thank you so much for your wisdom, for your intelligence, for your guidance today. Thank you for this world of open contact where we get to experience extraterrestrial life every day, and we get to have wide open communication, but intergalactic communication. And so I'm going to pull the first card. There, I'm going to put that down for now. Oh, it's a fun one. And that it represents where you are today. So there's something there that needs to be illuminated for you to understand, something that you're working on. And this is the card for where you're headed. Ooh, that's very fun too. Okay, so, so the two cards, the first card looks like this. And this card represents the concept of extend. All right, so that's where we are. And so if you're watching this, you have called synchronistically this message to you. So currently you are focused on extension. So what is the idea? And look at the symbology on this card. There might be some feedback for you when you see this card, something, an awareness, information that you might know. And so when I'm feeling into the word extend and what this could possibly be for some of the people who have called this message to them, I'm feeling like, where have you maybe overextended yourself? So if everything is an extension of you, and you're extending your energy out into the world, and then it extends so far that it somehow looks back at you. Some people call it a reflection, but really it's an extension that's gone all the way out and now it's looking back at you. So where have you maybe extended yourself too far? What are some of the reflections that you're receiving back from the world, and you're looking at them and you're thinking, that's maybe exactly what I intended, or that's not quite what I intended. So where have you extended yourself? Where might you want to extend yourself into new territory? Is your heart wanting more extension? And so feel into this idea of your authentic heart and your boundaries of what you desire in this world, and where maybe have you overextended your stay. Maybe you're releasing connections to different people. Where have you overextended your energy and it's not being reciprocated? And so now you're realizing, I would like to recenter, and I would like to extend myself into regions where I am reciprocated. So where are you extending yourself too far? Where are you not extending yourself far enough? Where are you not putting yourself out there? Where else can you share your energy that you have not yet shared it, that you really would love to share it? What would you, in your heart, what would you love to share with the world, and how could you share it? How could you extend it into the world so that more of you could ripple through the world? So this is where we are. And this is the version, the lessons that might be available for you as you're transitioning into this next phase, this new reality of what you're creating for yourself. So let me show you the second card. This is the card that was pulled for where the version that is calling you forward, the more that is calling you forward. And feel into this card and see if there's anything that this card speaks to you, just in its symbology. You might know what this means if you're familiar with the sacred circuitry of Bashar. Feel into this and see what this looks like for you. Now, isn't this a fun one? So I love this card so much. So this represents the idea of transform. So there is an aspect of you. So I'm just going to put both of these up together so you can see. I'm going to peek through so you can see them together. And maybe it works to put it this way. Just see about that. Maybe it works to put it side by side. So see what resonates for you in terms of where these look like they should be placed next to each other. So this is the energy of transform and where you're headed. So it feels to me like there is an opportunity here for transformation. So sometimes when you are creating a new reality, there is an energy that needs to shift, to change. There is an approach that you're taking that now you need to look at it through a new approach. So what have you been overextending into? What have you been underextending into? Where would you like to extend into? And how do you transform that energy of that lesson and transform it into something that feels more aligned with who you really are, that feels more exciting to you, that feels more peaceful to you, that feels more, a little bit more, just has a little bit more juice in it. So how might you transform? All energy is always being transformed, transmuted. So this is true of all things, you might think. But there's something about this that has a big potential to transform every aspect of your life. It feels like romance, work, opportunities, your craft, your art, your spirituality, your cash, your financial situation. It feels like everything that you are currently extending into and that where you want to extend into, there is an opportunity to really transform how you're thinking about it, to be more creative in how you're thinking about that transition, to think outside the box. This one is so fun because it almost looks three-dimensional, like a box. To think outside of a three-dimensional box and to actually go beyond what you've known to be possible and to extend yourself into new opportunities in a new way. All right. So I hope this resonates with you for your quantum leap today, your quantum leap activation. And please post in the comments below if this resonates with you. I'm really looking forward to hearing your messages. What information did you receive from looking at these cards? And what are you going to do differently in this new reality that you're experiencing? And there are multiple ways to work with me. I've posted in the comments below some of the ways that you can work private one-on-one with me. where I bring all of the energies that work with me, and we are very quickly able to quantum attune your energy into this new frequency. I've got clients who've experienced immediate results in romance, people saying you saved my marriage, people saying new opportunities in work immediately showing up from every kind of angle of life. So if that's something that resonates with you, I would love to play with you. All right, take care and have a beautiful day.